Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is, well, I can't say a haul, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's like a mixture of emotions. And just a little tip in, I got birds in December. I got 2 finches, and today I think I'm actually doing a video in the room with them, and so that's who you hear in the background. And I have to say that because they don't sound like typical parakeets or something. I say parakeets because my mom has one, so that's what you hear in the background. But this is a very happy but emotional video because I said, and I wanted to do this video to kind of, and it may be a little chatty, pre-warning, but I wanted to do this video for people who may be struggling like myself. So sometimes I go through things, and I can definitely say that I am an emotional eater as well as an emotional spender. And that's what initially got the whole budgeting thing started for me. It didn't start right off with budgeting. It started off with the thoughts of why I should budget. Of course, a lot of negative self-talk when it comes to, can I actually do it? You know, how beneficial it would be for me, justifying my spending, making excuses, and not really looking at the problem. So part of this video is, of course, I want you guys to see what I got. But the other part is, I think sometimes when we see people and hear people, I say hear because I listen to podcasts a lot. And when we even watch TV and see celebrities, sometimes I think we see like this one way of how they are, and unless they share with us, we never really know how they struggle. And sometimes we pattern ourselves off of, you know, our favorite celebrities or things like that, and we don't necessarily know like what they're struggling with. So this is as much for me as it is for you all that may be struggling emotionally, especially those of us who have said at the beginning of the year we weren't going to purchase anything, especially related to stationery like myself, or anything like that that you may struggle with. A lot of people struggle with buying clothing and different things like that. So let's get into it. I went to Hobby Lobby. I had an emotional good part of this week. It kind of started on Tuesday, and I'll be honest, I ignored it, and then I tried to do some coping skills Thursday. Then Thursday didn't go well. I didn't have like the best conversation with a friend, and just the thoughts of making decisions within that friendship was a lot on me then. And when Friday got here, things like ramped up, and yeah, I just emotionally spent. So let's get into what I bought. I knew I had no business at Hobby Lobby, but I did go to initially get vellum, so that's what I was starting with. And it's also a good reminder for me because I did a list within my Hobonichi Day Free of things that I want to buy, and those things are needed things. So that way when I get into these emotional ruts and I want to spend, if I am choosing to spend or even reward myself from doing something that I was supposed to do or reaching a goal, it would go towards something that I actually needed. This was also a wake up to me that I probably need to like have some boundaries around when I go to that list. That's a whole nother video, but I got some vellum. Well, this is just the paper, and it's gonna be in my journal for Valentine's Day. I got this. Thought this was really cute. This is just, you probably can't see. So this one is just hearts, but you probably can't see it. It has like a pink shaded bottom. So initially, this is all I went there for, even though I didn't need to be there anyway. So while I was in that section, of course, you know, the stickers is in that section. So I did get some stickers to use for Valentine's Day. It's just like pink glitter. And these are hearts because I didn't want all of my spread to be just like red and pink. So to be able to have some green hearts in there and gold hearts is cute. I got this for my notebook for Bible journaling and my sermon notes and everything. And then these are just Valentine's, well, stickers I'm using for my Valentine's spread. I got this by the register, and I thought this was really cute to put in my wallet, or even and when I start using a cover that has like pockets, I just thought this was a really good thing to always have. It's something that's uplifting and just can kind of keep you in perspective about who you are, especially as it pertains to God. So, moving on. Now, you know I was emotional shopping because I didn't need this. I have enough notebooks to last me a lifetime, but got it anyway. I think it was only $1.99. And it's just plain notebook. I'm going to use this for Bible journaling, thoughts, prayers, anything pertaining to God and my Bible study. As I look at my problems, especially with things in terms of like emotional eating and spending and just like letting my emotions kind of spiral a little, I noticed the importance of reading my Bible and just going to what I know is comforting and what's helpful and what I should do, and kind of wanted something just like specific for that. I don't have to prep this or do anything to it. I could just start writing. It already has designs. I can put stickers in it if I want or choose not to. So yeah. Again, didn't need it, but we'll use it. This is another one. I didn't need it, but I thought it was really cute, especially days that I don't necessarily, like say I don't want to do a full journal and I want to just, like a full journal mean like a lot of words. Maybe I just want to say a one paragraph or list some things that happened that day. Or maybe I can even add these with pictures that I take or feelings that I feel. I just thought it was super, super cute and simple to go along with anything. Believe in yourself. Today is full of possibilities. Hold on tight to your dreams. Live simply, give generously. I just thought these were really nice. And so I got that. Now the rest of what I got are, but oh no. I did get one sticker pack again. Did not need it. I got one sticker pack from Agenda 52, and this is the Home Life Foiled 15 sheets. I thought this is something that I could definitely use because they have like literally everything in here, especially general things that I could use and need. Well, I don't need it, but you know what I mean. This is so sad, like, as I'm going through this. But again, you know, one thing I said that I was going to try not to do, especially at the beginning of this year, is bash myself. And one thing I can say is nobody can bash me better than I can. And I really want to work on being gentle with myself, because it sounds simple, but it can be very hard to do, especially if you have like either set high standards for yourself or are very, very strict and rigid with yourself. So I'm trying to be gentle with myself throughout this. The other 3 things that I got is books. And I am a book lover, although between the last couple of years with finishing up school and job and my kids and some health issues that came in for me and my kids, it was just kind of hard to like focus on that. I have been focusing back on it, and it's definitely a goal. It was a goal last year and this year as well, to just get more into reading. But I chose this book, Discerning the Voice of God, How to Recognize When God is Speaking. And she speaks, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen her on YouTube before. I don't think I pressed it to play, but if I'm not mistaken, she's on YouTube. But anyway, this is a topic that I really want to learn about, and it says revised and expanded new study questions. And I kind of like books. I just finished reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and what I like about the books, totally recommend it if you haven't read it already, but I was late to the game with that one, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But what I liked about that book is it had like questions after each topic. So if you were reading it with someone, it was questions for you to discuss, or if you were reading it as a group or just for yourself. So I like when they have like questions with certain like self-help books and things like that. So I got this one. I also got this one. This was like a random one I wasn't looking for. It's I'll Start Again Monday, and it's Break the Cycle of Unhealthy Eating Habits with Lasting Spiritual Satisfaction. And surprisingly, she is the author of the other book that I got. But I was really interested in this, and how it seems like she's going to be talking about not only overindulging, misplacing the craving by overindulging in physical pleasures and unhealthy choices that we will never truly satisfy. So I thought this would be really interesting just to see her perspective. I don't totally go off the rails with emotional eating, but I am not a candy or sweets person. So whenever I start eating like sweets and like start buying the drumstick ice creams, I know that something is wrong. If I'm reaching more for like pastry things, I know that it's more of my feelings that I need to attend to, emotions and things that are coming up that I'm just choosing not to deal with. So I want this to be a year for me where I'm not so much focused on goals. Like, of course, you know, goals are important, but more so just being like intentional with what I'm doing, because I feel like I can set all the goals and routines in the world that I want to, but unless I'm consistent and intentional with it, they won't work. Unless I'm intentional with truly getting to the root of whatever is going on, it won't work. So really interested to read this and see how it is. And the last book I got, which is also by the same author, is Forgiving What You Can't Forget. And I know this video is kind of going slightly personal and in a different direction, but I thought it's important to share. And maybe it's something that you guys were thinking about or have some of these things going on in your life. Forgiving what you can't forget. Discover how to move on, make peace with painful memories, and create a life that's beautiful again. So I chose this because there has been some issues with me and a family member that I have, and I have ignored it. And I'm not gonna say ignore. Sometimes when I choose to remove someone from my life, I remove them and totally forget. It's what I always consider a blessing and a curse. Like, I can take someone out of my life. Not all the time it's in a right way, whether I just stop talking altogether, no explanation or anything, it's just done. But it's also not good, because that's not how you end a relationship. That's not how you like it's not a healthy way to do things. It's just not healthy. And I think it's important to evaluate relationships that you have like that, because potentially you're not forgiving the person. And yeah, I think it's a lot that comes with that. So I did want to get a book on forgiving, and initially I wanted to get the Iyanla Vanzant one, and I just didn't get around to it. It's been still in my cart, in my Amazon cart, for like a while now, but because I've been trying not to buy anything, I haven't even went there yet. So I decided to get this one. I really hope it's a good read. It seemed good from the outside, and I don't know if you all are readers. Do you do what I do? So when I get a book that I don't really know the author or anything, and it's just a new one, I'll either look at the previous books that they've written and see if I know one from there, but then I'll also look at the chapters, if they have like titles to the chapters, and I'll kind of see if it's something that sounds interesting or something that I think I would like. And that's more or less how I make the decision, aside from the number of pages, whether or not I want to purchase it and take a chance on it. So I know this video was very lengthy. Hopefully you guys stuck out to the end. I thought it was just really nice to talk a little bit about some other things that may be related to how we journal or plan. And I say that because sometimes like now in my life with journaling and planning, I want everything a lot more smaller and condensed. And it's not surprising, considering the things in my life. I want to be more calmer, and I want to live a more simpler life now. So I think a lot of the things that are tied into our life and our day-to-day has an effect on how we may plan or how we may journal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know if you have made a commitment, or not a commitment, a goal or a resolution or an intention that you have set for the beginning of the year, and it's still January. And if you have sort of slipped up or missed the mark, and how you're dealing with that. Or if you haven't missed the mark but are very nervous about failing or slipping up or doing something that you said you weren't going to do. So let's kind of talk about that in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.